Hey, good evening. Welcome to day 13 of my 60-day challenge of learning Godot. Holy cow, I woke up to an amazing message that absolutely turned this day. I don't even know how to describe it. First of all, thank you, Roy. That was I I mean, I was not really looking forward to adding multiple enemies, creating a lot of new resources out there just to get that going. Your recommendation single-handedly made it a million times easier for me. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about both in game, and I'm actually going to I'm just going to give you the overall example. I'm so freaking excited. So, first of all, I'm we have new enemies. Sorry, a new enemy, and we have a new tower. If you see the big golden raccoon up in the top right, it's a fast boy. Shoots much faster. The enemies have changed a little bit too. So we have one enemy that runs a bit faster. I'm calling it the Speedy Boy as well. And then we have our original grunt that has more health. So it's moving at the same pace it was going before. I was able to update the shop to include both items. The price is coming from the actual stats. The one thing that I completely forgot is getting more money for killing the different enemies. Speedy boys have less health. They move faster. So I think right now it's appropriate just to say they are both worth the same. Also, when you go to purchase, I don't have a way of telling you you can't purchase an item. Everything's green. I should probably make it red, but more to come on that. Or just gray, whatever. But it is using the currency up in the top right. So I am clicking and nothing is happening. So let's follow through real quick and take a look at what I'm talking about for the excitement of resources. So what is a resource? So a resource is a way for us to set up a common file, a common structure of something, and effectively build a node or a resource off of it. So using this, using Godot here, GD script, when I add a class name to it as an extension of resource, I can go in the top right, I can go in the top right to create a new one, and I can add EnemyStats. If I do _stats, you'll see TowerStats is on there as well. So what I'm going to do is actually introduce a new enemy. So I don't have any ideas of what I want to do with this enemy, but for the move speed, we're going to bump that one up substantially. I want to say it was like 1.5 and 2. Let's go ahead and take a look at this, actually. 50 for move speed, 30 for health. All right. So this one's going to be moving 50 for move speed, 75 is the other. Let's move this one a little slower, and this one's going to have health of 50. So this is going to be a tank. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add a sprite. I have been using this face set. These are just resources, again, that came from the Ninja Adventures. Really enjoying everything that it's giving, but let's give this green one. That's an ugly guy, but that's okay. So we'll go up here. We'll go ahead and save as. This one we're going to call it tank. That is under enemy stats. Go ahead and save that. And right now I've kept it really simple. What I'm doing is I am preloading everything, and it is just randomly choosing one of the enemies and it's throwing it on the board. So I don't have to think a whole lot about it. It's not going to be this way forever. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and throw the tank enemy in the rotation. And let's just go ahead and hit play. And there's our grunt. There's our speedy boy. And I would, oh, you know what? All right, I see what the problem is. So I need to do enemy stats dot stats size plus 1. All right. Actually, size is going to be fine because it's going to say how many are actually in there. 0, 1. That's a lie. I need to do -1. Live coding. Love it. All right. Let's go ahead and get in here. So there's our speedy boy, there is our grunt, and there is our tank. Remember, the tank moves a little bit faster than the grunt, and it has 50 health points, so it's going to have to get hit a few times. Luckily, we've got the quick shooter there over on the end, but that was oh my god, that was stupid easy. Now, adding a new tower is a little more difficult because of the way that I set it up. I do not have that being dynamically built on the panel here. Doesn't mean that I can't pretty easily. So I think tomorrow that's going to be one of the objectives that I'm going to be looking for. The next thing that I'm actually going to be working on tomorrow to kind of get ahead a little bit is actually creating waves. So right now everything is auto running. I want to give levels, I want to give waves, I want to give new challenges. Let's build on this. And I still don't have that base down there. Anyways, so if I have a set number of waves, I can have a set number of enemies kind of pop out, half a second difference instead of what I believe it's at a second right now or something. But it's a predetermined set of enemies or waves, and they get incrementally harder, and eventually there will be a boss at the end. So there is a boss. So if you run this wave multiple times, it will be exactly the same each time. And I think that's okay. That is okay for this game loop. As players want to learn how to get better at games like this, usually it's because they understand what is coming. Or maybe I find a way to show what the waves are going to look like at the top. The sky's the limit. But this game, we're just going to keep going from here. So, looks like the currency didn't restart. But anyways, I am super excited with where this one is at now. I'm not done. I'm going to take a look at my notes of stuff that I'd like to do, and I'm going to keep building on that. Here pretty soon, I'd like to show the progress, maybe what it looks like, maybe make a Jira board. I'd like to change what it looks like at some point. This is going to go on itch.io for fun, because why the heck not? But I do need to add a little bit of some sort of draw to bring people to play it, or I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, thank you for watching. I look forward to getting into day 14 tomorrow. Again, big shout out and thank you, Roy. That was absolutely one of the biggest tips that I've ran across. I've wanted to figure out how to do inheritance, and I was doing it through scripts, which worked fine, but I believe resources are that on steroids, and it just makes things so much simpler. You are completely right. So thank you. Anyways, have a great evening. Thank you very much.